for sale by owners are great opportunities if the property owner is not in love with their property. And most of us, include myself, sometimes we think that our home, our possessions, our material things are more valuable than they are. In essence, when we think like that, we have a hard time parting with things. I find myself sometimes there. I've found myself sometimes there. So when you see a for sale by owner, sometimes that's what happens. I went ahead and decided, since we wanted to do some research on by owners, for sale by owners in the Keys, I thought it'd be a great idea to just go ahead and, this is the map of the Keys right here. First key, Key Largo, and then as you go down, you'll see, you have the different keys: Tavernier, Islamorada, all the different keys, Duck Key, Vaca Key. Marathon is like in the middle of the Keys. I love that area, by the way. It's beautiful water, very turquoise, really nice area for fishing. And then you keep going down. We went as far as, it was like 4 miles to Key West. Big Pine Key is also a nice place. And we got to right here, Boca Chica Key. This is where my brother was staying, this area here. So you can see this is Key West. So that's how far we went down there. It was like 3 hours. It was a really good ride. But anyway, that's why I wasn't able to, drive off the main highway, because my plan was to get off and go in through the little different neighborhoods, and that's where you run into the for sale by owners. Yes, that was the plan. Unfortunately, we weren't able to do that. So the second best thing is for me to do some research on Zillow, and I came up with a few. But since we're talking about this, there is another video that I went in and I did a comparison from the Keys. Is where it's like our wish list. This is the place that my wife and I would love to be at. But right now, financially speaking, we're not there. We're not gonna, waste people's times by, going over there and there's like a $500,000 property that's basically a trailer that is on a dry lot. That's not what we want. So why go over there and waste people's time and hope for something that's not going to happen? So what we have here is, this is what you get basically for, $355,000, a trailer that's from 1960. That's basically what you're getting. I've done this video before, but I want to do a quick overview of what it is that we're looking at here for that kind of money. And mind you, these are properties that are cash deals. There's no bank that's going to lend you money on a trailer that's from 1960. It's not going to happen. So unless you have cash on hand, this is what you're looking at right here. So this is this is what's happening in the Keys. Very pricey homes, and unless you're you got that kind of dough, I would suggest you find a different place. So that's out here, Key Largo. So we have this one here is you got $149,000. This is 1974. I can, by just the price, I can tell you it's not going to be something on water. It's a 55 plus community in Islamorada. You can tell by the HOA, $730. That's definitely a lot of money for that, and it's on a dry lot, so this is what you're getting. And this is kind of like, if you think about it, it's not it might seem like, wow, it's cheap. Yeah, it's cheap, but what are you getting? You're not on the water, And this is, like I said, a dry lot, an older trailer, and you have the association is like crazy, you know, crazy money. You gotta look at this, you know. These pictures, this is not your backyard. This is like a community, and then you're looking at, you know, basically the amenities in the park. You're not that, you know, if this is your backyard, then that's a good deal. And this is not you're not buying land. You're just buying that trailer. This is not the price of the land. So don't think you're buying land. When you have those kind of fees for 740, that's not your land. So what you're buying here is this 1974 trailer. So that's what it is. You're not buying anything else. So if tomorrow they sell this property and they tell you you got to pack up and leave, you got to pack up and leave. You got to take your trailer and that's it. You know, that's what you bought. Okay, let's move on. I have others here that I want to bring to light and focus on the value of this here. So as you can tell, let's look at this. $1 million, $999. This is also another, you know, Keys opportunity, if you want to call it that. 1984. This is also a trailer. And what are you getting here? Let's see. Let's see what you're getting. For $1 million, I hope you're buying the land. You know, I'd hope, because that'd be ridiculous if you don't have land. So I think this is, you know, buying land, living the dream. This is what I want to do, live this dream, or we want to live this dream. So yeah, this is a listing that it is. See, it's $5 for HOA. You know, that's very cheap. So all that tells you is that it's your land. You're not paying for a resort. You know, sort of like where you have all these different charges for the amenities and stuff. So yeah, this is $1 million. It seems like it's a nice place as far as, you know, the water and all that. So, but it's a lot of money for a trailer, you know. 1984, you're buying that. It's a 2.2 with 850 square feet. So that's what you're getting. And this one is in Tavernier. This is the key right after Key Largo. So this is what it is, you know, folks. And when I started this video, it was about, you know, by owners. Well, this is by owners. I'm showing you the listings by owner. I would have liked to have, you know, taken a few off-road driving into the communities and different little neighborhoods, but unfortunately I wasn't able to, but I will be back. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger would say, I'll be back. Okay, so we got here a 400 square feet 2-1 trailer for $398,000 in Key Largo. Let's look at the pictures. See what we got over here. So we have, do we have water? It's nice though, it's tidy. It's I mean, the folks that own it, they really have it all set up really nice, you know. It's just a lot of money, guys, you know, but it's pretty, very nice, very cozy little place, you know. Nice place to entertain, family, friends. Yep, this is Key Largo. So this, I think it's also the same situation that, like I stated earlier. This is the community. This is not your backyard. Your trailer's in somewhere there, and this is like the area that you're gonna enjoy, you know, because you live there, and that's part of the community, you know. Like you have a little beach, and you have, you know, this area here. You have the little marina, you have the pool. So this is what it is. So let's go back and just check this out here. So we got $173 in HOA. So yeah, you're buying this trailer. You're buying, you know, a 1999 trailer, and this is what it is, you know. This is the Keys. A pricey place, but I gotta say it's really nice. You know, I love the Keys. So let me go ahead and keep looking over here. Let's keep looking. Let's keep looking. All right. We have a bunch of by owners, you know. By owners all over the place. I'm just trying to see if there's anything that catches my eye. So anyway, let's see what this is all about here. This is a house. Let's see what this house is about. So this is, where is this thing? Okay, so this is in Key Largo. It's a cute little house. It's been fixed up, I see. You know, I'm trying to figure out, yeah, it looks like it's a solid foundation. I don't think it's a trailer. Some of these trailers, let me tell you, in the Keys, they're so creative. They'll make a trailer look like a CBS home, you know, like made out of blocks. You know, CBS is concrete. Some of them, you know, they're very, very nice. I mean, you'd be fooled by thinking you'll think it's a home when, you know, like a regular house, but it's a trailer. So they get creative over there. So you got to really be, you know, looking out and reading, you know, everything. So this is a home, a single family. It says it here. But you know, when you're driving by and you're just, you know, looking, browsing, or whatever, some of these trailers, they've actually covered the outside with stucco and make it look like, you know, like a house. So, but yeah, this is a regular single family, no HOA, and there's no water, and you got $500,000, you know. So anyway, I just wanted you know, highlight a few of these homes. Like I said earlier, the way the Keys are set up, you know, the beginning, you know, the closest to Miami, you're gonna get pricier, you know, there, and then you kind of like towards the middle of the Keys, you know, and I'm generalizing, you know, comparing apples to apples. If you're comparing a mansion, you know, anywhere in the Keys, it's going to be pricey. But I'm saying just for a rule of thumb, anything in the middle of the Keys, towards the end of the Keys, like towards Key West, it's usually a little cheaper. Now, when you get to Key West, they go up again because Key West is very desirable. A lot of folks want to live, you know, in the Keys, Key West. But like, you know, once you get in the middle and Cujo Key, you know, all these places, they tend to get a little cheaper. Marathon as well. But like I said, don't call me out and say, hey man, what are you talking about? I own a home in Marathon and it's $5 million. And you know, that's the case with anything as far as real estate is concerned. But for the most part, I'm just giving you a little insight on people want to live closer to Miami. So usually, you know, Key Largo, Tavernier, you know, people don't want that long drive. Like from our house to Key Largo is about an hour and 15 minutes. That's not bad, you know, and you're in paradise. So I wanted to go ahead and just, you know, mention that, because if you are looking in the Keys, you know, you're searching for that home and you don't want to drive 3 hours, then, you know, Key Largo might be the perfect place. Islamorada is a place where you have a lot of restaurants, a lot of good restaurants. Just to mention a few, you have Green Turtle is an amazing place for breakfast and for dinner. You know, just great food. The Fish House, I think it's, for me, my opinion, is the best. I love, the only thing about the Fish House is you don't have the water views, you know. It's not on the water, but if you're going for fresh seafood, Fish House is amazing. Maracumbe is a plate that they sell there. It could be any fillet, any snapper, and you just say Maracumbe style. You'll remember forever that I said that, because that is one amazing prep. The way they prep it, the Maracumbe snapper, and I love yellowtail. So a nice yellowtail Maracumbe, awesome. Their fish, smoked fish, is amazing, and you can't leave there without having key lime pie. Their key lime pie, it is honestly the best key lime pie. And I'm not saying that I'm not, I don't work there. I don't know anybody that works there. I'm just one of the guys that, you know, loves the Keys and goes very often to the Keys, and I love to eat. So that's on, you know, just a few restaurants. Maybe in the other videos I'll name a few more, but right now that's not what this is about. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut it short. Thank you for listening, viewers. Please like these videos. My wife and I are starting this channel, and we want to really put out, you know, honest information. We're not realtors. We're just a couple that is looking for their dream home, and I feel that if everyone, you know, is listening to our videos for the information, for our honesty, and honesty to us is the most important part, because everything else, we have nothing to do with these, you know, realtors, sales. If we recommend the place, we're not getting paid for that. Right now, we're just like, you know, two fresh individuals starting something new, and we're just being open and honest, and we're going to stay like that. So God bless, and thank you for listening.